Michal, hi, dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
Thanks for your support for Slovakian, for European support. I saw your speech yesterday. You're very, very active, very pro-Ukrainian. I want to ask you, as a representative of European Parliament, what happened inside the European Parliament? What we speak about when we speak about support of Ukraine? What actually real situation?
There's a very strong majority in support of Ukraine, both in terms of military support, arms, or economic support, but also in terms of Ukraine's EU membership. I remember there was last year, there was a resolution of the European Parliament before the June summit, and it was the European Parliament which first made a reference to candidate status for Ukraine.
Yeah, you're right.
For membership of the European Union, and there was a majority for that. And that was an important signal also then for the prime ministers and the member states when they made a positive decision later on. So in all these issues, you see that the parliament, it doesn't matter if it's the socialists or if it's the Christian Democrats.
It's unanimous.
There's a strong majority. Of course, you have some extremists, but then the strong majority in support of Ukraine's European integration and in support of Ukraine's victory. And I think that's crucially important because you have politicians from all member states, from all parts of the ideological spectrum, and you can count on the European Parliament to always support Ukraine. You hear that from the Parliament President Roberta Metsola, and you hear it from other key members of the European Parliament.
So, did you understand correctly that we see the solidarity of Ukrainian support? But that's my second question concerning the next elections, which would be next year in European Parliament. Can politicians use this topic of the consequences of the war or other things, something?
Of course, some will try to use that, but see, what I'm positively surprised by is that there is a strong consensus, even in member states, that we need to support Ukraine as long as it takes. Even though the economic situation is difficult, inflation is high, food prices are high, even in Slovakia.
Yes, it's real.
But the politicians, and this I think is a positive surprise, that all across Europe, be it in the big member states like Germany and France or in Slovakia, the solidarity with Ukraine is still strong. My expectation is that even in the campaign for the European Parliament elections, it will be a minority of politicians who would try to...
Minority.
Yeah. It would be a minority of politicians who would try to say, well, because the prices are too high, it's too expensive, let's allow Putin to have Ukraine. I think this is just the extremists who will say that, and I think credit goes to all European governments that they remain steadfast in that, and given that we're seeing how bravely Ukrainians are fighting, how resilient Ukrainian is, and how Ukraine really combines the desire to be part of Europe with the desire to defend their own sovereignty. I think this is a major inspiration for all Europeans, and only the extremists will dare question the support of the European Union for Ukraine.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Дякую.